Hey there, how are you? So, I have a new fundraising project, and a lot of things have changed since I first made the crowdfunding course. Actually, my methods and techniques have not changed, just some of the platforms and tools that I use. So, as you know, I originally started with my website aurashouse.com back in 2004, and that's just because Kickstarter, GoFundMe, and all the others didn't exist yet. But now they do exist, and I'm actually a little bit sad because one of my very favorite crowdfunding platforms called ucaring.com was bought up recently by GoFundMe. And I have a new fundraising project that I'm doing on behalf of Yasin from Tanzania. As you might remember, myself and my former students from the American University of Rome had done several projects to help fund his 4 years of university at Dar es Salaam. So Yasin comes from a village where people live off of $1 a day, so it would have been pretty impossible otherwise for him to have been able to get a university education. So I wasn't able to use ucaring.com, and I had originally set up a GoFundMe page. I hadn't used GoFundMe yet, although I've certainly contributed to a lot of GoFundMe campaigns. And one reason I didn't end up using GoFundMe is that I was unable to find an easy way to add offline donations. So one of the reasons that I always used ucaring.com is because, first of all, they didn't have fees. It was sort of like this free, cheap, and easy way to set up a page. It looked fairly decent, although it had some imaging issues, and you could easily add in offline donations. So one of my former Oris House partners, Heather Labont, she suggested trying Fundraiser. Now there's a whole bunch of tools out there, and of course they change by the week, by the month, whatever. But I decided to give it a try because you are able to add offline contributions, as you can see. So this is, hang on a minute. So I wanted to talk a little bit about fundraiser.com, what's good about it, and some problems that I'm finding, things I wish I had known before I set up this project. So we're going into day 4. It hasn't quite been 24 hours. So this project's been going since Monday. So remember my advice about starting projects on a Monday. And now it's Thursday morning and we're getting there. We're at 35%. But one disappointment that I've come across is that so far 3 people have emailed me to say that they tried to donate, but they were unable to donate because they tried to pay with a credit card and for some reason it wouldn't go through, or because they didn't have PayPal and it wouldn't go through. So that's very frustrating because, as you know, at the beginning of a crowdfunding project, you really need that momentum. You need those names, those people supporting. It doesn't even matter so much how much they're donating, even if they're donating $1, $2, it doesn't matter. What you really need are contributors. You need to show the world that people care about this project and that you don't have a big fat zero. So at least we're doing okay. Usually my goal on the first day is just to get to $100, which we did. So that was great. And now we're at $402. We have 15 contributors. Some are anonymous and some are putting their names out there. I like overall the interface of Fundraiser. We have a gallery of 12 images and we were able to add a video.
This is Yasin, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I am the graduate from the University of Dar es Salaam.
So I asked Yasin on Monday if he could please shoot me a video. Now I know that he doesn't have any fancy equipment or a camera, so he just used his phone, but I was actually pretty impressed that he was able to get such good lighting indoors. And, the sound could have been better. The sound could have been better, but I was able to, in my video editing program, just up the volume a little bit so we could be able to hear him. And it's not, done by Hollywood or anything, but it's real, right? So you have the picture of Yasin graduating from University of Dar es Salaam, and then he's sincerely talking about his needs and that he's been saving up to pay for his own tuition as well from his internship. And he's been able to save $900, which means that our goal only had to be a little bit over $1,000 instead of over $2,000. So that makes it a lot easier. Anyway, so I would recommend Fundraiser because of the ability to add offline donations. It has a nice look and feel. You're able to add your story in here. We have perks just like Indiegogo.com. So we decided to do a social media shout out for the $2 perk, personal thank you email from Yasin, $5. And then a postcard posted to you from Tanzania for $20. And then we did some recipes like we did with our Indiegogo campaign from a couple of years ago when we were fundraising for his university. And then I decided to add some of my courses in there, illustrations, etc. So one bad thing I would say about Fundraiser that I didn't like is that, and I understand why they have to do this, but they don't allow you to do a raffle. Now, those of you who know me know that I love fundraising raffles because nothing gets people motivated more than, oh, I'll donate $10, but I might win a $50 Amazon gift card. I love those. And I was always able to do those on YouCaring. I don't know if you can, I think we weren't able to do it on Indiegogo because of some rule that they had. I think GoFundMe allows them. Anyway, so that's one thing to think about. If we had set up an Aura's House mirror page, perhaps we could still do the fundraiser, but I didn't want to test my boundaries or do anything to make a fundraiser angry with me or break any rules, so I haven't done that. So we've just done the perks so far. But as you can see, Fundraiser is very visual. You can add a video. It has a nice layout, which it does for you as well. And then below, you can see the contributors, and there's just a lot going on here. It makes sharing very easy. So I would say pros of Fundraiser in a nutshell would be easy to use, intuitive, visual, has a nice look and feel, lots of great features. The cons would be you can't add a raffle fundraiser, and because some people have been having difficulty paying, I've been losing donations. We'd probably already be to 500, 550, 600 by now and halfway to our goal if 3 people hadn't slipped away, so to speak. So one way to get around that, which I wish I had known before I set this up, is make sure you use, if you have a PayPal account, make sure that it's verified. And if you have a business account, use that. I actually have a verified business account, but because my Aura's House partner, Heather, her mom, normally is the one who wires the funds to Tanzania. So we used her PayPal account because whenever I can get out of having people pay me money for something that has to be wired somewhere, I try to get out of it. I don't like the responsibility of it. And I'd prefer, that it's always as transparent as possible and that, it's the same person doing it each time. But if I had known that, I would have just used my PayPal account. So Heather's mom, Frida Labont, she's going to wire the funds to Tanzania, but she does not have a business account. Fundraiser does allow you to set up credit card payments through WePay, which is what I did. So people can pay with credit cards without a PayPal account. But if I were to do it all over again, I would have set this up with my PayPal account, which is verified, and a business account. And now I have to basically bother people that told me they tried to donate. Some have already tried again and didn't have luck, whatever. And what I'm going to do is, what you can do is you can put in a pledge as an offline donation. So we actually have an offline donation in here from Heather's mom. So she's going to donate later. You can put those in very easily. And so what I'll do is I'll ask those people if they can give me a message that they want to send. I can put their name down for an offline pledge, and then I can always send them a PayPal invoice from my verified business account, and they can pay me, and then I'll pay Heather's mom. Ugh, complicated, right? So I wish I had known that before. Anyway, so that is my unofficial review of fundraiser.com, and a little bit of an update that youcaring.com is no longer an option, but you've got many options out there. Again, it doesn't really matter so much the platform you're using. What matters is that you use the techniques that I give you. They've been working for me since 2004, but you may find different issues depending on the platform you're using. So I hope your project is going well. Please let me know in the comments. Or send us a link so we can check it out if you want some feedback on that. All right, take care. Happy fundraising. And let's hope that Yasin gets to school soon. Oh, okay. Of course, I have to say, if you want to donate even $1, Every little bit helps. Or just come over to our fundraiser page and share on social media. You will make me very happy, and even more so Yasin and his family and his community, who could really use an awesome lawyer who is a hard worker and cares about his community. All right, take care. Bye-bye.